Hi, this is Lady Lex UK and this is a new series from my channel, Game Mechanics. In this series we're going to be looking at various game mechanics in AAA games and seeing if we can recreate them in Project Spark. And we're going to start with the Lego games. These are based on the Lego building blocks and is made by the company Traveller's Tales. They use various storylines from popular movies such as Indiana Jones, Star Wars, Pirates of the Caribbean and lots of other famous movies. In that game, you destroy bricks, you create objects out of bricks, you collect tokens and you collect objects, and you make your way through the storyline by solving various different puzzles. So, today we're going to create one of the main game mechanics in the game, and that is the destruction of a prop to create smaller cubes which you can then use to build a prop which allow you to progress a bit further in the game. So let's show you what we've got here. So we've got our character here, and I want to go up and get that collectible up there, but I can't get up there, it is too high. So there is a ominous looking crate here, so I'm going to destroy that, and it's broken up into all these little cubes and it says B, so I press B and it goes over there and it creates me a ladder, and up we go, and now I can create and I can collect my my collectible. Now it's slightly different than in the Lego game, because in the Lego game you have to hold down B, and if you let go of B everything stops and goes back to where it was. It's possible to do that, but I didn't want to overcomplicate it and try to make it as simple as possible. So now when you just press B and you'll start to build. You can build it so that it will do exactly the same as the Lego, but this mechanic is just you press B and it will create the object that you want. So let's have a look and see how it's done. Right, so we have the object we want to create over here. A logic cube, which is just, there's nothing in that, that's just a positioning cube to tell me where to send my cubes to. We have the little brown cubes that we're going to build with. We've got our crate, and we've got a logic cube which is going to control everything, and we've placed that at the point where all of these cubes are going to be created. And here is our Lego man as well. He's got a little bit of code in him, but not much. So let's start off with our ladder here. So you put this in position exactly how it's going to be when it's complete. You make it invisible in the properties, and in its brain you put this: when visible, collidable equals true, else collidable equals false. So you can't bump into it and use it unless it's visible, and at the start of the game it is not visible, so you can't use it. Then we'll have a look at our crate. When Starty2 is dead, for each of 16 create primitive cubes. So we're going to make 16 of those primitive cubes. Now they are templated cubes, so you can make lots and lots of them. That's why it's flashing a sort of purple colour. But that's very simple code here. So once you've destroyed that cube, it's going to create 16 primitive cubes in its place. And in the primitive cubes, it says once logic cube, that logic cube that's in front of that crate there, cube object set incremented by me. So we're going to place all of these cubes into an object set so we can control all of them in it. We're going to set a jump height to be 0.15 because the normal jump height is a little bit high. We don't want them jumping up really high, just a little bit off the ground to show you that there's something to build. And until they are placed, then we're going to set a countdown timer loop of 1 second and jump. So they're going to jump up and down to show you there's something to build. Now this is a Boolean variable that we're going to get set by the control cube. And here is our control cube here. Right, at the top it says when not wooden crate, so when the wooden crate has been destroyed. and that boolean of placed is false, and you interact with the cube, then action equals true, and whoever interacted with the cube is going to be our player. When action is true, our player will turn towards the wooden stairs. We've set a number variable, which I've called timer, and it's going to increment every frame by 0.009. So that timer number is going to go up and up and up. And we're going to look at the wooden stairs with the camera. And our player, actually we can change that now to player. Our player waiting boolean equals true. I'll show you what that does in a minute. If our timer is greater than or equal to 0.3 and less than 1, for each of the cubes, we're going to say it place equals true. So we're going to be placing them now. So we've set that boolean to true now. And we're going to move it with flying towards that logic cube over there, which is our placement cube, with a minimum distance of 0, so it gets right on top of it. If it's not placed, we're going to play a clicking sound, and then we're going to make all of those cubes roll about. When the timer is greater than 1, those wooden stairs are going to become visible. So visible equals true, and also make it collidable. And we're going to reset that again back to our object variable, our player variable. Waiting equals false, and we're going to say our variable placed equals true. That's not the variable placed that's the variable placed in this brain is true. And then we're going to make the wooden stairs do a jump. We're going to play a alarm bell sound everywhere, and then we're going to destroy all of the cubes and turn our boolean action back to false. Now, the waiting boolean that we set in our player here, when waiting boolean is true, we're going to emote the give emote, and we're going to play a voice emote as well. Now, you could put your own emote in here. This is how you would do it if you use a Kinect. So you could get a better version that you get in the Lego games. You can have them kneeling and waving their arms about, so it looks like they're building something. You can do that. Or you can use any emote in here that you like. I haven't got my Kinect connected up, so I haven't done an emote, a specific emote for this, but you could put your own one in there to make it a little bit more interesting. And that's it. That's the code. That's the code to do everything here. You may be interested in the code for the collectible. I will be doing a further tutorial on that collectible code a bit later on. But today, this is all it is the smashing of that and the building of this. And I'll just play it one more time for you so you can see it in action. There are the bricks, press B. It's slightly like a cutscene thing. And there you go, it's built the bridge. And we've collected the bottle. There you go. So that's a Lego mechanic. That's Lego mechanic number 1. Lego mechanic number 2 is the brain code that we've already done. So I'm going to put that in the playlist. And brain code number 3, I will give you a sneaky look. It's over here. This is going to be my next one. We have a turning and an island and some collectibles. Okay, sneaky peek. Okay, thanks so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed that, and keep sparking.